Hey guys, my name is Dr. Sal 3D, and welcome back to a simple tutorial video. Today, I'm just going to be showing you how to make a simple THORS hammer. Nothing too, from the MCU. Nothing too, complicated, but, you know, it'll be nicely textured, and it'll look pretty nice in the end. First, I just want to let you guys know, I got, some screencast keys working, and, now you guys can see, like, whatever I'm doing, here. So let's just get straight into it. Honestly, we're just gonna head into edit mode, and we're just gonna start scaling this. We can start scaling this. Actually, we don't really need to be in edit mode for this. And then we can also scale it in the Z and in the Y. Get a nice thick. Actually, you want this to be on the thinner side. Same with this, maybe like that. We're gonna move this up just a bit. Keep moving it up. It's a little too big on this side. Alright. That's looking good. Alright, next we're gonna want to head over into edit mode. And we're gonna want to click right down here over to the bevel tab. And we're gonna pull this like yellow circle up to like right about there. Yeah, just right about there. All right. Now it's gonna be our handle or our hammerhead for now, and let's go on to working on the other pieces. So we're gonna shift A, and we're gonna add a cylinder in. We're gonna scale it down, and we're gonna make it bigger. We're gonna move it up, and we're just gonna start, you know, pinching it in. You know, just doing all sorts of scaling to it just to make it look nice. Something like this. The handle's looking a little long in proportion, so just yeah, something like this. Okay. All right. Now we're going to be adding some. We're gonna want to select out of bevel mode in edit mode. And we're just gonna want to loop cut this directly down the middle here, not like down here, just go to the middle, click on like the yellow ring here, press escape, and we're gonna go down on this pop-up over here, and we're gonna select 5. Yeah, 5. And next I'm going to select this and shift select this, make sure everything is selected. And I'm going to pinch this in a little bit. Not too much. Just enough though. Alright. Next I'm going to do Shift A. And I'm going to add a torus. Now I'm going to turn these major and minor segments down to like 12 and 10. Because we can bring this more up to like 18. And this to maybe like 12. Because we don't need that much geometry on this, we really don't. And now we can really just start scaling this down. Bring it up. We're gonna bring it maybe like right here or up here. I think maybe right here is pretty good. And we're just gonna scale this to fit, so I'm gonna pinch it down, scale it on the Y, scale it on the X, and pinch it down a little more. And then we're just gonna scale it in general there. That's looking a little big still. Let's do that. Let's see how this looks. Alright, that's looking a little better. That is looking a little better. Okay. Now we're just going to Control C and Control V, and we're just going to move it down. We're going to want to find the exact spot we want this in. I'm thinking right here on this line. Alright. And something like that. We don't really need to do anything to it. Let's raise this one up, actually, a little bit. Just so they're a little more spaced out. Yeah. Okay. Now, if you know Thor's hammer, there's a little thing on the top as well. So we're just gonna want to add another cylinder, and we're just gonna want to flatten it pretty much like this. Scale it down and move it up to the top here. Keep scaling it down and get it nicely on like the middle, nice and proportionate as well. Make sure it's in there. We can make it a little bigger, and then just make sure to flatten it down just a tiny bit more. And can't forget to make sure it's in there. Okay, that's gonna be that. We're gonna click off of that, and Thor's hammer has like sort of like a pommel right down here as well. So let's try and recreate something like that. So to do this, I'm just gonna grab we can do a simple cube for this, and we can just shrink it down, move it up, and now I'm going to go into edit mode. Okay. I'm going to personally subdivide this so I have more vertices to work with. I'm going to select here. Actually, I can probably, yeah, I'll just do these, this side and this side with shift select. Not this, just these two. And I'm going to, I could move them up kind of like so. And I'm going to turn my view a little bit, and I'm gonna move them inward. Oops. There's my problem. Okay. I'm gonna want to select one at a time here. And then move this one in. Not so much so that it's clipping though. And then same thing with the other one. Maybe a little bit further on this one. Not too far. Okay. So now we have something like this going on here. And now we really just need to start shaping out the rest of our pommel. So I'm going to select here and shift select here, and I'm just gonna honestly bring them down. Okay. I'll say it's annoying me. This is uneven, barely. Barely better. Okay. And then I'm gonna want to, how many on the bottom do I want to change? Okay. I'll take this, and I can kind of scale it inward. I'll make it like that, like so. We're just gonna have like an interesting, actually not that much, that's way too much. Let's just have it like this. It's kind of like a roundish bottom. And let's actually, did I merge those at the top? I did. Are there two here? I think there's two. No, there's not two. Okay. Maybe take this and this and just move them up a little bit as well. Not too much though. Okay, let's hop out of edit mode and just drag this up. And actually I'm going to scale it down just a bit. Yeah. Make it a little bit wider. Not much though. I'm gonna hop back into edit mode. I'm going to get, see, we can't really see the vertices, so we can just hop into wireframe mode. And now I can select those. I'm going to hop back into solid view. Ooh, actually I need to select one at a time here for this. Move it with the Y just to expose it. And we're gonna do the same thing over here. Just G and Y to expose it. Alright, yeah, that's looking much better. Okay. I'm gonna hop back out of edit view. And we can honestly just make this our pommel. This is kind of gonna be our pommel. Yeah, that's honestly good enough. Just gonna be kind of like a weirdish shape over here. Next I'm going to select this, shift select all of those, and I want this as well. I'm gonna right click and I'm gonna shade smooth on those 4 items. It'll just make them look a lot better, mainly because they're round items. Doing it on like something with so many sharp edges like this, or with this, it really wouldn't look good. And now we can start hopping into shading. We're gonna start with our hammerhead when everything loads. Alright, let's start with our hammerhead. Move up here, and our base color, we're going to darken this a little bit. Next we're going to bring the metallicness all the way up and the roughness down to 0.26. Actually we can maybe brighten this a little more, barely. And we're going to want to do a very similar thing here, metallicness all the way up and a 0.26 for roughness. Okay, now we're gonna go over to our handle. I'm going to reuse the same leather cord texture that I use in the simple sword video, just because it looks pretty nice, and it works with everything. Wrong thing there. I'm gonna go to base color, and I'm gonna want an image texture color. I'm going to open the file, go to my textures, I'll link it down in the description, and I'm going to open my leather cord. And honestly, I don't really need a mapping, because I don't need to move it around or anything, so I'm just going to lower my IQR down, make it look nice and darker over here. Now I'm going to move on to these rings, and I'm going to make them, I could honestly make them like whatever color. I'm going to make them kind of a silver, like I did with that. So I don't really need to change the color that much. I'm gonna bring this this roughness to like, yeah, 0.11. I think looks nice. And I'll do the same thing for this ring here. I'm gonna click new, metallicness all the way up, and on the roughness of 0.11. Okay. And now for down here, we can probably do the same color. Just silver is our main theme here. We're going to want to do like a 0.05 maybe, make that a little rougher actually. 0.0, maybe 9. Yeah. Still retain that shininess on there. Actually, we could probably make this a little more like 0.17 maybe. Okay. Yeah, I like that a bit more. I do. I'm gonna actually make this a little wider. Not that much though, just a little bit. Alright, now that that's all textured, now I'm gonna add kind of a rune, just to make it a little different here. I'm gonna add, it's gonna be sort of like a Nordic rune thing. So to do it, I'm gonna wanna go to emission down here. I'm gonna wanna drag out from color. I'm gonna wanna get a mix color here. And out of color A, we're gonna drag out. We're gonna get an image texture color. We're gonna wanna move over our vector, and we're gonna wanna do a mapping. And as well as our mapping, we're gonna wanna have a texture coordinate object, I think it is. Yep. Okay. Now we're gonna wanna open our file. I'm just gonna use a simple Nordic rune. Here it is, right here. Now, we can't really see anything. We can't see it. That's because our emission strength is all the way down at the moment. See, if we turn it up, like, we can start to see all this stuff right here. So I'm gonna bring this to maybe an 8 for now. We can always change it. And I'm gonna go over here, and I'm gonna change the repeat to clip. Now it's just gonna be like 1 on both ends, right? So now what we're gonna wanna do is we're gonna wanna go over to our location and rotation. On our X, we're gonna wanna do 0.5. Our Y is gonna be 0.5 as well. And our rotation is gonna be 90. Okay, it is looking quite small here. So maybe we up the scale a little bit. So I'm just gonna wanna really scale this out. Actually, we can keep this X probably more on 0, or actually 1. And we can just lower it from here, like maybe let's try 0.6. I think 0.5. 0.5 is looking nice. And it'll be the same on the other side. And now we can change this color. Me personally, I'm gonna do more of a blue, I think. Blue is a nice color. You can see it change. It's a very, very subtle though. You can't really see it too much, so it doesn't have that big of an impact. I'm also gonna go to my render properties and I'm gonna activate bloom, just so you have a little bit of extra brightness here. All right, that's pretty much it, honestly, for our THORS hammer. You can edit it and make additions and whatever you want. Like maybe in a future video I could add a sort of like the strap that has like, I could actually add bones into it and make it move. But that would definitely be for like a future video. Anyways, if you like this video, remember to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.